Okay, welcome back. Last time we did stuff kind of just around the Unova region that we had access to. Now that we had access to using Surf. So we basically went and got a few more encounters. We got the TMs for Poison Jab and Thunderbolt. And in between the episodes, I did run back and also pick up the egg. And that egg won't be going on the team because, well, it becomes La Vesta, and honestly, like, you get Volcarona too late. Like, it doesn't become Volcarona until level 59, so, yeah, that wasn't going on the team. Anyway, so now, in today's episode, we're gonna hopefully make our way through Twist Mountain. And I'm just gonna throw Super Repels on and dodge all the wild encounters, I think. Because, well, I don't really see a reason not to now. What a surprise, seeing you here while I was inspecting Twist Mountain. The two of you seem a bit more rugged than the last time I saw you. A little bit, anyway. Is that so? By the by, you've seen that Team Plasma crowd lately? After all the trouble, the gym leaders met up and had a chat. But we've got no clue where they are. It's like they're hiding under a rock. Well, not much to do but wait for them to move. Anyhow, this is none of your concern. So it's like the two of you should just be enjoying traveling with your Pokemon. Twist Mountain's a fine place to explore. You'll have some fun, and if you just leave this here path, well, better see it for yourself, so listen to me, Yama. Be seeing you, Sprouts. Feel free to join yourselves on my mountain for as long as you like. Okay, I thought he was going to get us involved in all that bother again, so I was bracing myself before I knew it. Anyway, I'm going in first, but I'll be seeing you. Yeah, we'll be seeing Sharon again, like, at the end of this area, and then after the next gym, but we don't fight him again until after the 8th gym, I think. So, we'll have a very powerful team, fully evolved and fully trained up, by the time we fight him again. Actually, hang on, wait, I can go up here. Why did I throw on the repel when I was going into the outside area? 10 out of 10, me saving a ton of money in the in-game and then proceeding to go, what if I just used my items where I didn't need to? Then again, it's not like money's really an object or problem for me at this point in the game, because, well, I'm being pretty much a cheapskate when it comes to my healing items. I don't need to buy that many Pokeballs. And I forgot to buy Moo Moo Milks. So pretty much all I really need to buy is Repels, and I have the Amulet Coin. However, before I do anything else, I do want to give the Lucky Egg to Tomoe. Because, well, basically, again, because of the Ace rule, I can take my Samurott all the way up to level 45, 2 levels past the level cap for my other Pokemon. However, honestly, I'll be totally honest, at this point in the game, I don't think it's necessary. Like, okay, I say I don't think it's necessary, but at the same time, it's just like, well, I don't think I've gotten to the level cap for my entire team in, like, any fight. Like, I got my entire team pretty close to it for Clay, because I was genuinely worried about that, because Clay is kind of notorious as a run killer. But honestly, that fight went incredibly smoothly, compared to what I was expecting it to be. So, hopefully we can get through. This Gerda could actually cause a problem. Also, this guy, being a hiker, he's probably going to have a Bullhorn and Gerda, much like, basically... Wow, okay, it actually landed a Dynamic Punch. That's kind of scary. Wait. Oh, it's a Sheer... It must have Sheer Force. It must be Sheer Force. That explains it. Because, normally, Dynamic Punch, if it lands, 100% of the time confuses. But obviously we got no confusion effect there, so that must have been Sheer Force. Sheer Force basically increases your power, increases the power on moves, but also at the cost of their, like, side effects. I think that's, like, part of why people really like whatchamacallit, like, Life Orb Nidoking. Like, Sheer Force Life Orb Nidoking is really popular. Or at least it was the last time I paid attention to, like, what people used in competitive and stuff. Which, it was a long time ago. Anyway, let's quickly just patch up our Pokemon, and I, hope I reach that doctor soon, because I forgot to go and buy, more Moo Moo Milks in Driftvale. I have no actual excuse not to as well. Like, I went through Driftvale in the last episode. I had no reason not to. Okay, so let's fight this girl and see what she has. Because honestly, ace trainers kinda worry me. Because, well, they could have basically anything. So, well, ace trainers and veterans are by far the most threatening basic trainers in the game. Because it's like, well, what do they have? And the answer is probably something that can beat me. I mean, I say that as I look at my team and see, you know, three things that are weak to grass, 3 things that are weak to ground, and 2 things that are weak to fighting. So, yeah, I feel like I should kind of rework the team a little bit. That, or at least invest in a special attacker. Of course, I get Frozen. Freezing's still working the traditional way in this game. I think it got changed in Legends Arceus, where it's like... Well, I think Freezing became like a special attack version of Burn. I might be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that's how that went. On the plus side, can I please fall out? I'm gonna have to swap out here. Okay, yeah, I have to swap Tomoe out. No way can I, you know, take another hit there. So let's just go to Darmanitan and Fire Punch this thing. Because Darmanitan should comfortably eat the hit, no doubt about that, it's resisted. That actually did a lot more damage than I expected it to, but at the same time I probably shouldn't be too surprised. Vanillite, what the Vanillish? The Vanillite line, like especially when it's as Vanillite and Vanillux, they hit surprisingly hard. Okay, they have a Gothorita, so I'll just go to Crocodile, predicting a Psychic move, because I think the only attacking moves it'll have are Psychic type. We get the Intimidate drop, but we really don't need it. Heal Block is an absolute waste of a turn, so let's just crunch our way through this. Also, I think this is the first time I'm using Crocodile on screen, so yeah, I quite like Crocodile. We'll probably have to fight a couple of them later in the game. I know we definitely have to fight one, because I know Grimsley has one, and also, 10 out of 10, I will probably mention a lot about Grimsley when I fight him, because he is my big favourite Elite Four member. But anyway, now that we've done that, let's quickly patch up Tomoe. Unfortunately, I also had an Ice Heal that I picked up, so that could come in very handy. Okay, I'm gonna leave, like, I know that I'm like 20 HP from full collectively, but I'll just leave it, I should be okay. Now, can I dodge? I can't. I don't know why, I always try to dodge this trainer, and I never manage it. I think it's just, like, the way they move, like, take a step forward and check both sides. I think I just walk into every single trainer who ever does that. Okay, they have a throw, which is kind of scary. However, this also tells me that it's more than likely there will be another person in here with a level 43 Sulk. So that's a nice little bit of information to have. Okay, so this thing collectively just... That entire turn played out, and basically all that happened was it got +1 on its physical attack. Good for me to know. But, okay, we got a crit, drop its defense, and I should be able to just finish it off with an Aqua Jet now. Which is probably for the best, because I am almost out of Razor Shells. Oh, also, Tomoe got a tiny bit of EXP in between episodes, because when I was walking back, basically I ended the last episode at the entrance of Twist Mountain, I think. And then when I was walking back, I saw a shaking bit of grass and an Ordino jumped out. So I quickly just dealt with that, because, you know, it's free EXP, so I just kind of, you know, did that for a little bit of a boost. Okay, Bulldog. Once again, I hope I can get through this without any real issues, but at the same time, I'm also fully accepting of the fact that I'm almost out of PP for Razor Shell. I think I have, like, one more kind of, like, lengthy bit of cave to go through before I reach the Doctor, though. But once I do that, obviously we get fully healed, so that's no issue. And Revenge might just one-shot the Bulldog here, because we've already done a bit of damage and broken the Sturdy. 10 out of 10, great work from Samurott. And what is this guy's second Pokemon? This guy's second Pokemon is an Excadrill. Oh no. Excadrill is scary. It's very powerful. And can I knock it out in one hit? Not quite, but I can finish it off with Aqua Jet now. Because I am very glad that, well, we got a priority move. Actually, now that I think about it, I feel like it might be broken if it did get one, but I feel like Excadrill should have a priority move. But then again, like, Excadrill with, what's it called? Accelerock, I think it's called? Lycanroc, Dawn form? Is it Dawn or Day? I think it's Day. Which, honestly, yeah, it's midday form because it's midday, midnight, and dusk. Okay, 10 out of 10, I'm remembering how Pokemon works now. Now, okay, this just means someone will jump out as soon as I try to walk past, won't it? So, what if I just dodge them? What if I just attempt to dodge them? Okay, we find a Moonstone. So hey, if we had a Munna, we could evolve that. You know, I'm gonna fight them anyway. 10 out of 10, I like to try to remember where everyone is. Also, that guy referred to himself as the second best trainer on Twist Mountain. I don't know for certain, I don't think it's ever stated, but I think it's meant to be like, Clay is the strongest. Because he is like, the boss. Like, Clay is the boss of the place, he does own the mountain. It's clearly like, the key part of his mining operation. And in Black and White 2, you get like, an entire cave system that leads out into Twist Mountain from Driftvale City. So, yeah. And also, Clay is referred to as, like, the Miner King. So, it makes sense why, you know, he would be running a mine and his entire gym is mine-themed. So I think that makes perfect sense. Okay. Okay, yeah, number 1 is Clay. 10 out of 10! And I thought that wasn't explained, but it turns out, I think I maybe just never talked to that guy before. I think I might have just fought that guy previously and just never talked to him after. Okay, so, let's quickly... if I come out here, where am I? The doctor's still on the other side, I think? Or can I talk to him here? No, but there's just okay, there's a small bit of cave. Whatever, I can come back. Like, I have to go that way to progress. But let's quickly just pick up the items and just check out this other little bit that we haven't gone through yet. Because, honestly, I'll be totally honest, Twist Mountain is probably the bit of Unova that I remember the least. Probably because it's like, honestly, it's not a particularly long area, and it's kind of like in that kind of like middle bit of the game that you just never really remember quite as much. But hey, we're getting through without any real incidents or problems. Maybe I should get rid of X-Scissor just for now and teach Scald again. But then again, I know where the doctor is, and they are like right around the corner, so I don't think that's really necessary. So let's quickly, just hopefully, make our way through here without any losses. Because honestly, I don't want to, well obviously I don't want to lose my Samurott. Like, so far in my playthroughs, I've done a pretty good job of keeping my starters alive for at least most of the playthrough. Like, who was the first starter to die? Like, how early was my first starter death in the playthrough? No! There, apparently. Okay, there goes Samurott. That's genuinely a tragic loss. Oh, hang on, wait, that also takes out the Frillish I got in the last episode, and the Basculin. And oh no, not the Alamomola I got in the last episode. However, will I manage? But yeah, I'm like genuinely kind of upset about that. And of course, it had to happen while I was talking about, hey, I would like to keep my starter alive. Hasn't, like, I've managed to keep him alive for most of the game previously. But whatever, it'll be fine. And now the question becomes, what is the new ace? Like, who replaces Samurott in the ace slot? Because honestly, I don't know who does. Anyway, I can figure that out. I can figure that out as soon as, well, I get there. Because, like, I have an ice gym coming up next. Then I have a dragon gym. Maybe Gigalith. Gigalith might be the play. I don't know, I'll figure it out. Okay, we found some Stardust, so that's nice. You know, we got $1,000. What does this guy have to say for himself? This old man likes witness. Snow on Twisted Mountain has an indescribable beauty. Yeah, so did my Samurott until you killed it. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that, to be totally honest. Okay, our Gigalith should be able to run away from this Bulldog. However, I feel like I should probably put Crocodile out front. Because I think Crocodile's my fastest Pokemon now. Well, okay, Zebstrika is my fastest Pokemon. I think Crocodile's my Oh, I don't even have... No! I did it again. I did it again. You know what? That's fine, actually. That's fine. I can go back. I can just run back here, heal, put Samurott at the back of the party, and then we should be good to go. So I just kind of need to dodge around this guy. I fell off there, didn't mean to, but whatever, it'll be fine. So, yeah, genuinely kind of upset about losing Samurott at 6 badges. I think previously the earliest starter death I had was in the 8th gym. Like, I think Blastoise made it to the final episode. Actually, no, wait. Wait, did Blaziken? Okay, yeah, I think Samurott and Blaziken might have both died at, like, roughly the same kind of point in the game. So, you know what, that's less bad. I'm still not happy about it, obviously, but at least it wasn't super early. Like, I'm glad it made it at least to 6 badges. It made it to its final form. I didn't lose it as Oshawott or Duart, so you know what? It could be worse. Obviously, not the best result possible. I would have loved to have been able to get it all the way through the end of the game, but honestly, there's worse cases. There are worse potential losses I could have had. Okay, the repel wears off, so let's quickly just head back inside before we use it again. And let's just take that away from that, put Crocodile to the front, and put the Lucky Egg on Crocodile. Because Crocodile will probably not be getting all of that much attention in the next gym. I forgot to put the, the Lucky Egg, not the Lucky Egg, the Repel on. So now I won't get attacked by, you know, every single Pokemon in the world here. Okay, I'm gonna have to fight this trainer. Wait, there isn't the trainer there? That looks like the most obvious... That looks like the most obvious place where there'd be a trainer there. As like, oh, you jumped over that ledge? Haha, there's one here. No, so they're here. Guess it makes sense why there'd be one of them here. Like, I guess it makes sense why there'd be one of them in one of those places. But whatever, we'll just hopefully breeze through this guy. That is an Excadrill. Suddenly I'm very concerned. Intimidate is pretty helpful. I'm gonna go for Sand Tomb. I don't know if this thing will naturally have Earthquake yet, so I don't want to go for Dig. Okay, it does have Earthquake, so maybe not going for it. So not going for Dig proves to be the objectively correct decision, and I can finish this off with Sand Tomb again. I would go for Crunch, but in Gen 5, in Gen 5, Dark-type is still resisted by Steel. That got changed in Gen 6. On the plus side, Crocodile now hits level 42. So, let's just head on through. Oh, let's pick up this item first. A PP up. Don't know what I'd use that on, but you know what? I have another one now. And let's quickly just fight this doctor, so he'll patch up our Pokemon. And usually these come about, like, halfway or free. Like, I think they're meant to be, like, about halfway through the caves. And honestly, I think they are a fantastic addition that Gen 5 added, and I'm very glad that... And honestly, I'm just glad that the game has kind of kept them going forward. Now that I think about it, no, Gen 8 did have them. I don't remember if Gen 9 did, but Gen 9 just has Pokemon Centers everywhere, so I don't think that really matters. Like, Gen 9 has so many Pokemon Centers. They are all over the place. Okay, there's the Hypnosis. So that isn't great, but it can't hit me with Dream Eater. So I think this Mashana maybe can't actually attack me. Like, I genuinely think this thing may not be able to do damage. Actually, can I just... Oh, let me just double check something. Would Crunch do more damage or would Foul Play? The higher the target's attack stat, the greater the damage. but it's base 95. So does that change if it's got a lower attack stat, or what? Okay, it sets up a defense skill. Either way, I should be able to just finish this off now. And, yeah, I'm fairly confident that this thing could not have hit me at all. But yeah, Foul Play is a very... Like, Foul Play is a pretty niche, but very strong move. And now Crocodile hits level 43, so I need to take the Lucky Egg off it. Because, well, I'm starting to realise, well, that Lucky Egg is bringing up my Pokemon to that level cap really quick. So let's take the Lucky Egg away, and just put Gigalith out front. Darmanitan isn't getting... Like, I'm not putting Darmanitan out front for basically just the sole reason of, it's getting the next gym, and it's going to get a ton of levels in there. Okay, we found another Bulldor, of course, because, well, where else would we find Bulldors but on Bulldor Mountain? You know, I'll be totally honest, I don't know why this is called Twist Mountain at all. Like, I don't think there's a gimmick where it, like, rotates or anything. Like, maybe it has something to do with the underground chambers in Black and White 2? But if it is, that's like... But if it is, that is very much a lot of forethought. Now, what does this guy have? Because if he has Bulldor, if he has Gerda and stuff, I may actually be doomed. Wait, I have Aerial Ace. I can teach something Aerial Ace, hopefully. Yeah, Crocodile can get Aerial Ace. So let's give Crocodile Aerial Ace just in case. I will get rid of Dig because I can just reteach that. I think I got Earthquake at some point in the vaguely near future. Oh, I can also teach it Shadow Claw, which, while I do love Shadow Claw, would be ultimately pointless. Could give it Bulldoze. Bulldoze is a really strong move. Can we give anything Poison Jab? No, I cannot. Okay. You know what? No, I have a better idea. I have had a moment. I've had a better idea. I don't know where the TM for Stealth Rock is, but I know where the TM for Rock Slide is. So I'm going to get rid of Rock Slide. And yes, I know that that could be a very dangerous decision, but I know that a TM for Rock Slide is in Mistralton Cave, so I can go back and get that at another time if I need to. So I'm not too worried about it. Okay, what's this guy have? This is a Woobat. If this guy has like a Woobat and a Swoobat, I'm going to be a bit disappointed in myself for like seeing the need to change my Pokemon's moveset to deal with it and then just absolutely not needing to. Anyway, okay, we miss the Rock Blast, because of course we do. We eat the Air Slash, because of course we do. Rock Blast hits, but now we'll take damage from the Future Sight, which might actually do a lot, because Future Sight is pretty powerful. Okay, they do have a Bulldor, so I'm not too concerned. So let's just go for Bulldoze. I know they won't have Bulldoze. That did not do anywhere near as much damage as I would have liked, but we should do okay with that. That's a Future Sight from a Woobat, so it's not too... Okay, let's go to Crocodile. Let's just go to Crocodile for safety reasons. Yeah, momentary panic avoided. Momentary panic avoided, crisis averted. I wanted to go for Dig, but ended up going for Aerial Ace because I forgot I'd just gotten rid of it. I'm off to a good start today. This is the first episode I'm recording today. Okay, we missed the Sand Tomb. Here's the thing, I'm not in any danger from this Bulldor, but it is starting to bug me a little bit. There we go. That should probably kill now. Right, there we go. Thanks, Crocodile. Thanks, Crocodile, you're always reliable. Okay, so let's head back out and heal again, because I see no real reason not to, especially when the doctor is, like, right here. So, yeah, healing, very good. Big fan of being able to heal. Okay, so let's, I think I'm near the end of the cave here. Or at least I'm most of the way through here. Okay, I think that's the guy with the Sork, so I want to avoid him at all costs. Okay, I dodged him. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, we've dodged him. Crisis averted. Basically, I'm now scared of the man with the Sork. I'm now very scared of the man with the Sork. And there's no one in here. There is, however, this little cave, that little entrance down there. We don't need it right now, but we can... Actually, no, wait, we do need that right now, because there's a TM for a move I want in there. So, late in the game, once we beat the game anyway, you can get free fossils down here. Like, once you beat the game, you can talk to this guy once a day, and he will give you, like, just a random fossil for, like, any of the Kanto, Hoenn, or Sinnoh, whatchamacallit, fossil Pokemon. And this is the TM for Flash Cannon. So I'm glad I came down here, I'm glad I remembered about this. And also, if you have Eevee, this is where the Icy Rock is to get Glaceon. 10 out of 10, I would love to be able to use a Glaceon in a playthrough. Because, well, I really like Glaceon. It's my favourite Eevee evolution. I'm just gonna state that, it's my favourite one, has been since it came out. Like, Espeon and Jolteon are also very high up there. Big fan of those as well. Weirdly enough, despite Dark being my favourite type, never been the biggest fan of Umbreon. And this is the end of the cave, so I'm not even going to bother putting the repel back on. But hey, we found Sharon, and we also found Team Plasma. Okay, that's another Bulldor. So, that's not really an issue. I know that they are... I know it's a Varian encounter, but we didn't see a single Cryogonal in here. I think it is like a 1% encounter rate, so, that's understandable, all things considered. Okay, we managed to make it through here. You know, I just need the Bulldors to get out of my way. I've the evolved form, can't they just be like, hey, go away, and they would. Pretty strong, but you're only strong because you train as a controlling Pokemon. So if you want to set Pokemon free, if that's what you want, you should start with your own. But taking people's Pokemon by force isn't right. That's not real strength. Hey, there you are. We found that thing we were looking for, so we should head to the tower now. Get this. Team Plasma has obtained the power to change this world and end people's control over Pokemon. That's right. We must use force in order to right the wrongs of the world. Now let's gather around our king, our Lord N. So, by default, like, you can see that the message between N and the people of Team Plasma are, like, completely opposite. They're very different. Those guys, I don't know what they found, but they go to the extra mile to gain power and cause trouble. What a bothersome bunch. Anyway, I'm gonna stay here for a while. I want to think a little about what the champion asked me. What do I want to do with my power after I get strong? And why do I want to be strong in the first place? Okay, so with that, we leave Twist Mountain and we don't have to come back here. Also, how did this guy get here? I assume he had to fly, because, like, he left towards Chargestone Cave earlier. Anyway, hello, how's Gigaluf? This Gigaluf's really taking a shine to you. The Pokedex is important, but time spent and having fun together is also important. Say, I just had a thought. Have you heard of Dragon Spiral Tower? Yes, because I've played this game many times. Really? Quite impressive. Okay, give this story a listen. Dragon Spiral Tower is said to be Dragon Spiral Tower is said to be the Unova region's oldest building. Stories say it's the place where the legendary Pokemon came to life or where they remain in deep slumber. I know it's just past Icirrus City, but that's all I know about it. That's all anyone knows because no one's ever been inside. My daughter has wanted to investigate that tower for a long time. What? There's something I don't know? That kind of feeling is pure adventure. And I'm not too old for some adventure. Away I go to have a look at Dragon Spiral Tower. Catch you later. So, yeah, that's the game's way of saying Dragon Spiral Tower will be important. And now we can get an encounter in Icirrus City, which I think I get a Palpitoad here. Oh, I got a Shelmet. Okay. Wait, that actually could work in my favour, because I also have, like, the next route and the Mua of Icirrus. And I think that means I could potentially get Escavalier and Excelgor. But at the same time, it's like, I'm now stacking up the bug types. Now that I think about it, Gen 5 gives you a lot of bug types fairly late on. Like, you get access to Galvantula, Excelgor, Escavalier. Sorry, yeah, Escavalier. You get Durant, you get Volcarona. You have these bug types really late in the game. But hey, we now have an encounter for Icirrus City. And now that we've arrived here, we can also buy the TMs for Fire Blast, Thunder, and Blizzard, I think? Yep, that's where they are. But hey, okay, we've now made our way all the way up to Icirrus City. and, you know, tragically lost our starter Pokemon. So, yeah, I'm not the happiest about that, but we'll have to make do. We'll make do, we'll see what else we can get now. So, with this, I now have to quickly commend all of my water types to the death box. So, Tomoe the Samurott joins Herdier, Pansage, Gerda, Godfrey, and Petalil in the death box, and Basculin. Also, Fungus died with Petalil. So, Fungus, Basculin, Alamamula, Ducklet, Basculin, Alamamula, Ducklet, Frillish. Do I have any other ones? No, I do not. Anyway, all of these now go along with Samurott. So that was all of my water-type Pokemon gone. However, I can potentially catch a Palpitoad around here, so it could be worse, I guess. And we do now have another bug-type available, but honestly, I have a potential Leavanny, and I would much rather have Crustle and Galvantula than Escavalier. Actually, that just becomes Excelgor, so what am I talking about? Anyway, actually, let me quickly pick up my, my Zebstrika, because that's back on the team 100%. Honestly, I only didn't bring it with me in this episode because I was a little bit concerned about its levels. But okay, I'm going to end this one off here, and in the next episode we'll be doing stuff around Icirrus City, and then also challenging the Icirrus City gym for our 7th badge. So feel free to leave a comment or click any of the buttons below, or click any of the buttons down below if you feel so inclined, and I will hopefully see you all in the next one. Okay, thanks for watching. Later.